Yo, what up? I hadn't made a YouTube video in a while, so I thought let me go on and post one today. I got hair stuck in my necklace. Shit. Meanwhile, back at the ranch. This video is just to give y'all an insight into what is happening right now and what's about to happen. So, first of all, we all know we working, to be able to not have to keep working. So, I know a lot of people have 401ks. A lot of people don't. Even if you got a 401k, it's good to save your money yourself and on your own terms, okay? Because you don't want to get to the end of your rope and get done working and realize that your 401k has not generated what it's supposed to. You don't want to get to the end and realize that what you thought it had generated has now depleted, okay? So, three things you can do to ensure your future. Number one, whole life insurance, okay? Different companies, especially banks, but any big company, but remember, especially your bank, even the bank that you put your savings and your checking in and stuff like that, have been using whole life insurance policies, okay, for many moons, many years, in order to create wealth and make money keep going, okay? So with a whole life policy, it will build cash value so that later in life you will have, 100,000, 200,000, 300,000, whatever that you need in order to pay off your home, buy a new home, purchase vehicles outright, start a business, do whatever it is that you feel like you want to do later in life. And also it will make sure that your family has a large death benefit if you were to pass on, okay? That's thing number one. Make sure you do your research, okay? I'm not a financial advisor or anything like that. At this time, not a licensed one quite yet. I'm getting there. But I'm definitely here to advocate for being financially literate, okay? So number one, whole life insurance. If you can't afford whole life, at least have a term policy, because that will cover you, your spouse, your children, or whatever, if you were to pass away, okay? It's definitely good to have some type of life insurance, but whole life is the best because you're going to build cash value that you can take from while you are alive. That's number one. Number two, the second thing that you can use to build wealth is your IRA. So you can have either a traditional or a Roth IRA. Once again, make sure you do your research. Traditional and Roth IRAs have some differences, but essentially they do the same thing. It's basically a way for you to build money that is tax-free, okay? While you're building it is tax-free, and then taking monies from it, that's where it gets a little different with those, okay? But basically you can contribute for the longest. This past year has been, I believe the height of it was $5,500 a year that you contribute to it. It will be $6,500 a year. So that's even more money that you can put towards something that's going to compound interest. It's going to compound so that you can have way more than what you invested. So let's say you invested the full amount every year for 40 years. You will be able to amass a fortune of a couple million depending on when you started, okay? So make sure you do your research and get into that. Time is on your side. So the younger that you are, the more money you will have, because it will have a longer time to build. So someone that's 36 like myself would definitely need to be attributing even more into IRA in order to have what someone that is 16 or 18 or 21 or whatever would have if they did 40 years. Because 40 years for them, they'll be 60. 40 years for me, I'll be 76. Okay. So think about it like that. Okay. But any age that you're at, even if you're 50 already, you still can put something into that and it will compound. Okay. Compounding interest is just interest upon interest. Just like when you have a credit card and that interest is building, and next thing you know, you went from owing them $1,000 to now you owe them $2,000. think about that when you're thinking about how interest compounds for you, except for it compounds even better than that, okay? That's thing number 2. So thing number 1 was whole life insurance to help build you cash value. And thing number 2 was an IRA, okay? With an IRA, you also, in one of those, you can take out prior to you being 59 and a half, but there's going to be some type of penalties. So just make sure you do your research to figure out which one is the best for you, okay? And the best thing to do is to let that money continue to compound and grow until you are of retirement age, so that you get the maximum benefit out of it, okay? So that's number 2. Thing number 3 is having some sort of annuity. There's different types of annuities. Once again, do your research. A good financial advisor will be able to assist you with choosing which one will be a better option for you based on what your situation is, okay? My financial advisor is out of Northwestern Mutual, but you know, there's many other companies out there that can help. I just feel like they're a great company. But get you a financial advisor and they'll be able to give you more details, and use Google, use Siri, whatever, to research and read up on these things so that you'll know once you sit down across from this person, what they're saying to you won't just be, you know, foreign, okay? But an annuity basically is where your income gets to grow tax-free until you are of a certain age, okay? And that's a living benefit. So if you want to stop working at 50, basically what happens is the monies that you put in your annuity and the growth from the investment, the growth from the compounding interest that's in that, will allow you, similar to how the IRA is, will allow you to get a check and continue living at whatever level that you want to live at until the duration, until you pass away. There are some annuities where if you pass away while those payments are being paid out, that payment will go to whomever your beneficiary is. But if you choose a type of annuity where you don't have a beneficiary, then different other things will ensue. And that's also something that you can go over with your financial advisor, okay? Or insurance broker. Pretty soon I will be a financial advisor, insurance broker and all of that, and be able to give even more information and even more tips and tricks and stuff like that for you. But based on just what I currently know, I just wanted to put that out there and let people know that there is a way for you to be able to stop working. Because who wants to work till they die? Like, why? You know, if you're not saving and investing, that's what you're setting yourself up for, basically. Okay? So I'm going to be back with another video about auctions later. But right now, I just want to put that out there. So the 3 things. Number 1, having whole life insurance. Okay? Number 2 was having an IRA, which is an individual retirement account. Not your 401k. This is individual. This is yours. This is on your own. Your company is not over it. It's you and whomever, whatever company that you choose to have your IRA go through, okay? And number 3 was having an annuity. All 3 of these things will give you some coin when your ass get old and you don't want to work no more. Okay? Okay, bye. I hope you learned something. Subscribe, share this, tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend, because we need this knowledge. People perish for the lack of knowledge, okay? Knowledge is power. Peace.